I have put together some of the frequently asked questions about jade, like how to care for your jade and how to store your jade, into this video so that it's easier for you to refer to it. So here is my video on how to care for your jade. One of the most frequently asked questions from my viewers is, on which hand should they be wearing the jade? So I would suggest that you wear the jade on the non-writing hand. So for example, if you are a right-hander like myself, I would wear the jade on the opposite hand, which is the left hand, and vice versa. If you are a left-hander, then I would suggest that you would wear your jade on the right hand. I am a right-hander, so I usually wear my jade on the left hand. And the reason why the wedding band or the engagement ring is worn on the left hand, because it's said that the veins from the left hand leads directly and it's connected to the heart. So wearing your bangle on the left hand actually calms you down, and this is where the saying that jade brings you good health comes into play. Also, because jade is green in color, it's supposed to represent life and things that are growing. And also, some of my customers or viewers were saying that they are afraid to wear their jade bangle for fear of chipping it or breaking it. That is exactly why I always suggest to wear it on the non-writing hand, as in wearing the watch on your non-writing hand. In this way, there is less movement on your non-writing hand, and you will not have to worry about knocking your jade bangle accidentally. And wearing my jade instead really helps me to calm down, and I don't really feel stressful keeping a lookout on my watch all the time. Can we wear jade all the time without removing it? I do not wear jade full time. I remove it because I like to interchange my jewelry to coordinate with whatever that I'm wearing. It also, I think, gives the jade longevity in case you knock it against something. Wearing it all the time, however, it's according to the person's preference. Most older women tend to wear it for all the time until they are broken. So there is no rule to say that you have to wear it all the time. Traditionally, if you go back in time, they really place so much importance on the jade. For example, in this footage, you can see that when the boy removed the jade from himself and threw it on the ground, you can see the whole family, especially the matriarch, was truly upset, and the whole family rushed to find it for him and chided him for removing it. So that was how much of an importance the jade was in the past, so they would wear it all the time. It is also seen as a status symbol because only people from the nobility are able to afford it and are able to wear it, whereas the working class, they will not even be able to afford such things, because in the past it is considered a luxury. So it's truly a show of wealth, as well as they place a great deal of importance on the jade in terms of feng shui, in terms of luck. So they really are very careful with it, not losing it, and to wear it all the time for all these traditional reasons. Whether or not it seems laughable today, but these are the traditions and culture that was embedded in the past, and people really placed a great deal of importance to it. Nowadays, people wear chipped or broken jade. This is a big no-no, because when you're wearing jade and it suddenly breaks for no reason at all, because I've personally experienced it myself, even before stepping out of the house and without knocking into anything, even wearing a new piece of pendant which I have hardly worn, it suddenly broke for no reason at all. So the elders would usually say that if the jade is broken, it actually took the bad luck from happening to you, and therefore it broke on your behalf. That is exactly why people always say that jade is very, very protective for the person. It would have absorbed it, and therefore you should actually get rid of it once it is chipped or broken, unless it has got some sentimental reason and you would like to keep it. By all means you can do so, but I would suggest that you do not wear it. In the past, people would even go to great lengths to burying the jade once it's broken, for fear that someone else may take it and use it for their own use. Because once you have worn a piece of jade, your energy or your chi would have been imbued into it, and they do not want someone else to steal that chi or luck away from them. What could be more feminine than wearing perfume with your jade? However, I would suggest that you apply your perfume before you wear your jade and go about applying your makeup and getting ready before leaving it for around 15 minutes prior to wearing your jade. That way you'll ensure that your jade is safe from the chemicals that may be coming from the perfume. With your perfume and your jade, you are ready for the day. When it comes to washing jade, I prefer to put a plastic container within the bathroom sink because it will definitely protect your jade from knocking against any hardware such as the porcelain sink or the hardwares of the tap. It will also help you to prevent against slipping in case the suds from the soap may make it slippery for you to hold on to, and that is precisely why as well I usually wash my jade with my bare hands and instead of using gloves, because I'm afraid that it will slip from my fingers. Okay, so you just need a small dollop of cream sud to wash your jade with. So for a non-engraved bangle, I would just go around across the bangle, and I would use a cleaning glove with which we use to slough off dead cells from our skin. So this is a cleaning glove that usually Koreans use when we are bathing. And for an engraved bangle where you have all the engravings on the surface of the bangle, I would usually use a brush and get into all the crevices, going round and round in a circular motion so that I cover every single surface and every single engravings on it. You want to make sure that the brush can get into every nook and cranny of the engraved surface. And finally give it a good rinse with water, and after washing you can just rub it with a clean towel and put it safely away into storage. Can you wear jade when you're taking a bath? It depends on yourself as well. Again, as I mentioned, I do not wear jade all the time. I would suggest that you remove it actually when you're taking a bath, because there may be the possibility of you knocking it or chipping it in the bathroom, since there is the tiles or the bathroom fixtures that you may accidentally knock against it, or when you are having a bath, when the suds from the soap is so slippery, the bangle might actually slip out of your wrist and it may fall and break, or you may chip it, especially if you have a very costly piece of jade bangle, or if it's an heirloom piece. You don't want to be the one that is the person who broke it. So again, it is up to your personal preference, but I would suggest that you actually remove it for safety's sake. Will the color of jade change? Yes, definitely over time. The more you wear it, it will change to a deeper hue or color depending on the chi or energy from your body. It will also become more lustrous and becoming to you. Many of my jade pieces have turned to a more deeper or vibrant shade and has become more lustrous the more I wear them. This is why when you're deciding to wear an heirloom jade that has been in the bank vault for years, I would suggest you clean it, put it under the sun to give it renewed energy, and start wearing it to get the color back and also to have the luster back, because if it has been in the bank vault for many years without seeing sunlight and without someone else wearing it, it would actually dull. The luster of it will actually dull for a while, but once you start wearing it, it will start to become lustrous again and the color would start to become vibrant again. This is the beauty of jade. It actually changes according to the chi of the person, and the more you wear it, the more beautiful it will be. This is exactly why they always say that jewelry has got an energy attached to it. Even the most famous jewelers who are working for some of the world's most famous jewelry houses always will acknowledge that there is energy attached to any kind of gemstone. How can I store my jade so that it is being kept safely and in a pristine condition? So I would actually suggest for you to keep jade away from other pieces of jewelry, because the hardware of the jewelry may scratch the surface of the jade, even though the jade has got a zero point 0.5 difference to the diamond and it is of a hard substance, but some of the other pieces of jewelry may have the metals in it, the gold or the silver might actually scratch against the jade. So I would actually suggest that you put your jade amongst the jade and not with other pieces of gemstones. And in my case, I would actually segment the bangles away from the pendants, like how I would put it here. And if you were to go a step further, you can actually put the jade pieces in a separate sachet such as this one in order to keep it even more safely, especially for the more costlier pieces of jade. And I would actually opt to put it in a wooden container because wood is a breathable material, and I always think that it is much more better to put jewelry in a wooden container rather than in a plastic or other non breathable material. Even though it is an inanimate object, I always believe so. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video has been helpful to you. If you would like to know more about jade, I've done other videos. I'll be linking the playlist towards the end so that you can have a look at them at your leisure, as in the aesthetics of the jade or all about the history of jade and interesting facts about jade. You can also check out my website at www.thepearlatelier.com for my jade pieces. Thank you again for watching.